two skills that every teenager and young adult must develop and master, regardless of what they are learning, what they are studying, and what they want to do in the future. If you want to learn more about what those two skills are, keep on watching. Hey, welcome to the Classroom Without Walls YouTube channel. My name is Dr. I. I'm the founder of Classroom Without Walls. I'm a professor turned entrepreneur. I work with teenagers and young adults to help them become career ready and future ready through our own tested and proven curricula. On this channel, I talk about the missing links in education so that parents like you know what you must supplement outside the classroom to help your teenagers and young adults become successful in life. So, what are the two skills that every teenager and young adult must master in order to become successful in life, regardless of what they are learning and what they want to do in the future? The first skill is digital media literacy, meaning that students must know how they can leverage social media, specifically speaking LinkedIn, to showcase their skills, talent, expertise, and what they are really good at. We are entering today's show me economy, and traditionally you are only telling other people, companies, bosses, recruiters, leaders, you are only telling others how good you are, what you are really good at, right? Through a piece of paper, through a degree, through a resume or credentials, these certifications, this and that. That is the tell me economy. You are telling me how good you are by showing me a piece of paper. That is good, but it's no longer enough. More and more companies are more interested in seeing how good you are in terms of application. Can you actually apply the knowledge, the degrees that you have learned to actually solve a problem, to actually do something about the knowledge that you have learned from a piece of paper, from a school, from a degree? Right? So the show me economy, the best way to practice and embody this show me economy is leveraging social media, especially LinkedIn, to showcase your skills and talent. This is highly relevant for today's teenagers and young adults because for two reasons. Reason number one, most of teenagers and young adults are actually only using social media to passively consume. So if you are a parent watching this video right now, ask yourself and to observe your children, are they only using social media to consume, which is mostly the case? So that is the first reason. And the second reason is that I highly recommend LinkedIn because most students have no idea what is LinkedIn. Some of them have never even heard of LinkedIn, okay? So if this is the case for your teenager and young adult, make sure they watch my other video in which I talked about the importance of LinkedIn and several important features on LinkedIn that every teenager and young adult must fix in order to be discovered by their dream companies and internship. So using LinkedIn and social media to showcase their skills and talent. So here's a case in point. I recently interviewed a young man, and he's a high school student, a freshman, and he loves coding. He's really passionate about this, and he actually developed his own app, and which is called Link Join. And I interviewed him on my show, and I asked him, hey, it's really amazing that you developed this own app. You're so passionate about coding. So on this journey, from ideation to learning so much about coding, computer languages, to actually launching this product, what are some of the biggest challenges that you had to overcome? And one challenge he mentioned is that how to get my product out there. Like he said something like, regardless of how good your product is, if you don't know how to put it out there, nobody will actually discover you. You know what? I'm actually going to play that clip for you, and you can actually hear what he says.
What are some of the challenges, obstacles that you had to overcome, and how did you overcome them?
So for me, at least, making the actual website was pretty straightforward. It was just writing some code, putting it all together, and putting it in the right place. But the hard part was getting it out there. See, it's really easy to have a great product. You can have the best product in the world, but if no one knows about it, then you're kind of stuck. There's nowhere to go from there. You just have to hope that someone notices it and get it out there. And the thing that I tried to do to overcome this was being assisted by my mom in reaching out to people on LinkedIn. I'll reach out to a lot of people that I think would really want to know about LinkedJoin, would benefit from using it, or could share it with students or other people that would benefit from using it. And reaching out there has really gotten me a lot of new users and podcast opportunities and some interviews, which have boosted the users of LinkedJoin.
Exactly. So if you don't know how to actually creatively communicate your ideas and actually put your product out there, nobody will discover you. This is the show me economy, right? And can you showcase how good you are? Can you leverage the free tools that you have to advocate for yourself? Because guess what? If you are not out there talking about your product, talking about your service, talking about how good your product is and how good your product can actually change people's lives, nobody else is going to do this for you. Maybe your parents, a few friends, but that is far away from being enough to start a social movement. So that is the very first skill that every single student needs to master, regardless of what you are doing. Traditionally, people only think that, or parents, you may only think that, oh, only if my teenagers and young adults are interested in starting a business or becoming a social media marketer and become a social media celebrity, maybe they need to learn more about digital marketing, maybe they need to learn more about personal branding and how to put themselves out there. That is wrong. And let me tell you this, regardless of what your children are learning, studying, what they want to do, they have to master this skill. Like this young high school student we are just talking about, right? He's clearly very passionate about coding. However, if he doesn't know how to put his product out there, nobody will discover his talent. Nobody will actually discover this amazing product that he has developed. And also in the later in the interview, I asked him about LinkedIn, and he actually shared that LinkedIn changed his life. LinkedIn has definitely allowed more people to discover him. That's why digital media literacy is an essential skill, and it's an essential component of our curriculum at Classroom Without Walls. And what you see on the screen right now is our tested and proven iceberg model. The tip of the iceberg is what most students are learning from their traditional school curriculum, because most schools are only focusing on academic knowledge. And what I cover at Classroom Without Walls is life literacy and the mindset. Within life literacy, a big component is digital media literacy, which is to really help students be prepared for the show me economy and learn how they can use LinkedIn to showcase their skills and talent so that more people are going to discover them. And the old belief is if you are good, people will discover you. It's no longer the case in today's job market, in today's digital society. Not only you have to be good, but also you have to know how to advocate for yourself, how to put your work out there so that more people can discover you. So that is the very first skill that every teenager and young adult must master regardless of what they want to do in the future. The second skill that every teenager and young adult must master, regardless of what they are learning, studying, what they want to do in the future, is digital communication skills. And again, I want to use this young man, high school student, as an example to really back up my point. And in the same interview, and as I was asking him, hey, what were some challenges you had to overcome to develop this amazing app? And one of the challenges he mentioned was digital communication skills. And he said that nobody has ever taught him how to communicate to strangers, how to use social media, especially LinkedIn, as a professional networking tool. Okay, so again, I'm going to play the clip so that you can hear this message in his own words.
So LinkedIn really definitely did change my life. It allowed me to get LinkedIn out there, get connected with people, and helped me to move forward in a way that I don't think I would have been able to without it.
That's amazing. Do you also recommend other high schoolers, young people, especially ambitious, people who have big plans for their life like you, to also be active on LinkedIn?
Oh, definitely. A lot of my friends, when I've talked about it, are surprised that I'm on LinkedIn. They're like, "You're 14. Why are you on LinkedIn? Thought that was for adults." And I'm like, "Well, it's for professionals, and that's what I'm trying to become."
Exactly. That is a big challenge, not only for this amazing young man, but also for many students that I have worked with in the past, and even the students that I'm working with right now. And they have no idea how to use social media, how to use LinkedIn to advance their professional careers, to practice digital networking. And again, that is why when you look at our curriculum at Classroom Without Walls, under life literacy, a big component is digital media literacy. And also, I want to share with you right now, so for us to implement the iceberg model, we actually have a three-phase process to implement the iceberg model. And this three-phase process is our tested and proven career and life readiness roadmap. And as you can see on the screen, the entire phase of this three-phase process is devoted to creation. And within the column of creation, a big part of what we do is to create a career-ready LinkedIn profile. And for the reason that this young man has just mentioned, that he has never learned how to use LinkedIn, how to use social media to reach out to people, to practice digital communication skills, to practice digital networking. Because when you think about it, this is insane. Our students, high school students, college students, they spend their entire educational career networking and socializing with people of the same age. High school students are mingling with high school students, freshmen, sophomore, college students, they are doing the same. So if that's the only thing you are doing for so many years, how can we expect our children to know how to talk to strangers, how to send professional emails, how to send professional direct messages to people through LinkedIn, and how to send that outreach message? They don't, because they have never been taught, right? That's why I'm so passionate about this. That's why this is a core part of our curriculum at Classroom Without Walls, as you can see from our three-phase process. But anyway, going back to the skills. So this is the second most important skill: digital networking skills and digital communication skills. And as the saying goes, it doesn't matter what you know, but who you know. And traditionally, who you know can only be cultivated through face-to-face, in-person events, conferences, networkings. And in this day and age, you don't have to only network through in-person events. Digitally, it is a lot more powerful. And that's really how I grow my business. Many people who are working with me, some of my students, I have never met them in person because I mastered how to do digital networking and how to do digital communication. That is why this is a very important skill. That's why I'm really passionate about this. So in summary, in this video, we talked about two important skills that every teenager and young adults must master regardless of what they are learning, what they are studying, and what they want to do in the future. The number one skill is digital media literacy, meaning that their ability to leverage social media, specifically LinkedIn, to showcase their skills, talent, and what they are really good at. The second skill is digital communication skills and digital networking skills. Those skills will help our students to 10 times their network, because their network is going to be their net worth. Every established professional will tell you that, the power of the network. If you are a parent watching this right now, I highly recommend that you invite your teenager and young adult to watch this video with you, and also to check out my entire series on LinkedIn. From this video here, you are going to check out some of the important features on LinkedIn and how to fix those important features on LinkedIn to have a career-ready LinkedIn profile. So really make sure you check out that video and send me a message or comment below if you have any questions, and what do you think about those two skills that are highlighted in this video. And if you gain any value from this video, please give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to my channel. That will help me a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you.